So how are we going to start this?
Infinity War!
Has the video started?
It's been recording, but we can start whenever the hell we want.
Okay, because I was like, alright, did we start or not?
So for those of you who are wondering where our faces are, my face isn't here yet, but these guys are here. Anyway. Hey,
whoa! Hi guys, I'm Tom Holland.
I am not Chadwick Boseman.
And I'm a white guy.
we got Andrew Gifford here, Joe DeAngelis, Daniel Feehan.
What up?
You know, we're a little bit late to the party, but who cares? We just want to talk about...
I mean, it's still just as relevant as it was.
I mean, it'll be relevant for a while.
It'll be relevant in the far-flung future.
Yeah, so...
I'll be telling my kids... There was that Avengers Infinity War trailer. Not even the movie, just the trailer.
It's like that Robot Chicken sketch. It was the greatest day of my life. What about when I was born? Not even close.
Yep.
So, yeah, we're here to talk about the Avengers Infinity War trailer, which broke the record for most viewed trailer in a period of 24 hours.
230 million views.
Oh. Big numbers. Big numbers. Highly anticipated movie. Everybody's been wondering, when the hell are we going to get this trailer? We finally got it. Guys... I'm going to start with Feehan. What do you think?
I'm excited. That's all I got to say. I'm excited. You know, it had Hulk. It had the Hulkbuster. It had, you know, Vision as a human. Mm-hmm. What else could you want? It had Thanos in a short sleeve shirt.
You know, yeah.
I mean, for me, it just felt like an event, like 10 years in the making, and all this, you know, hard work from Marvel's like starting to pay off.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing all these characters we've come to know and love. You know, across all the, I think 22 movies it'll be, you know.
It'll be like at least 20-something,
you know, it's so great seeing, like, all these different characters coming together, some that have never met before.
Right.
I mean, it's exciting seeing, like, Tony Stark and Doctor Strange in the same, you know, shot.
It's so weird
you have
to think.
Bruce Banner and Wong and...
Yeah.
And then Thanos just taking everyone out like they're nothing. Like, but yeah, and I love how the trailer really doesn't tell you too much.
Yeah.
You see a lot to get you excited, but there's still a lot of
I feel like, you know, I love that it's called a trailer because it does feel like a real trailer.
It's a teaser trailer.
It feel, you know what though? It felt more like a trailer than average teasers do. You know, there was more. It was about 2.5 minutes long, maybe a little shorter. But you know, I felt we got a lot in this. In this particular trailer. So obviously, you know, the trailer shows, you know, all sorts of things like Cap has a beard.
Yes.
That we're not going to CGI out, I hope. Russo brothers, if you do that.
CGI beard.
No, don't. CGI.
Dude, the poor animators that would have to spend like time. Like, no, please.
They're just taking an eraser to every single shot.
Get this man a better visual effects team.
Oh yeah, get this man a shield is like a beautiful line. I love it.
Get this man a razor.
The way T'Challa says it.
Oh man.
And it just makes, I feel like the Russo brothers find a way to make Captain America seem more and more badass.
Yeah.
I find it funny that Black Panther, you know, he's going to have his own movie, and then he's going to immediately be in another movie in, like, 3 months.
And it's so funny, too, because, like, in the trailer, you see Wakanda's going to play a pretty significant
role.
part. Yeah. And it's so funny, because we don't even have his movie yet, and you know this trailer's going to play in front of his movie, so it's like, well, I know what happened, where a
little bit.
Ends. Yeah.
But to be...
It's not a problem.
To be fair, you know, this is a superhero genre, so 9 times out of 10, you generally know where these things are going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just glad to see, like, stuff from the previous movies come back. You know, the Hulkbuster we see, and we'll see the
I wonder if it's Tony Stark in there.
Oh, yeah. You were saying stuff about that. We get a little glimpse of the Black Order, or as I like to call them, the Bland Order.
The Black Order. They're Thanos' kids, right?
Sort of.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen them in cartoons a lot, so they're just kind of boring to me.
Okay.
But maybe they'll be different. Maybe they'll have a sense of humor.
Hey man, I mean, ultimately they're just kind of Thanos' army. I mean, they're basically throwaway characters.
Yeah. But it does get this trailer does get the sense that this is a war.
Oh yeah.
Like this is
I love the scope, the scale of it. It feels like the biggest movie so far.
Yeah, I'm really anticipating this movie, and we only have a few months to go, so I feel like they released this trailer at just the right time.
And think about like all the different like iconic locations we're going to. Like, yeah, we got Wakanda, but then you see the Sanctum Sanctorum. You know, and where else?
We're gonna be on the Milano.
Yeah.
We didn't mention the Guardians yet, but they do.
Yeah.
They're briefly at the end,
tease.
but you know, I was a big fan of the Guardians movies. It was just great to see them.
I love that they held
again.
back on showing like them at all, just the little shot.
Yeah, I imagine with the second trailer, we'll get another juicy little morsel.
I feel like they waited a little bit though, because they show Thor in here, and Thor has a certain plot detail about Ragnarok. And there are actually people who still have not seen Thor Ragnarok, which if you haven't seen Thor Ragnarok, see it. But people are like, wait, Thor's blank, blank, blank? I'm not spoiling it, but, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like anyone that's really looking forward to Infinity War at this point has seen it. Like, I haven't heard anybody complain.
Like, there was a Comic-Con trailer, and then, you know, there was also, like, there was leaked footage, which I did watch, and I'm like, wow, this is actually a scene from Infinity War.
Yeah. But, you know, it would have... I love, like, Thor's like, who the hell are you guys? You know they're just going to be like, we're the freaking Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Joey's like, they didn't add a curse word in there.
No, Rocket's like, oh, yeah.
You can even see on Star-Lord's face, he's like, oh, you don't know who we are? Like, I'm about to tell you.
We're a bunch of jerks
here,
you
but
know.
then, like...
We're the Guardians of the Galaxy, and this is our friend, Iron Fist, defender of Kunlun.
But then, I love everything. Like, I love Thanos taking out Iron Man. I love how Iron Man, like, puts his arms up.
Yeah, he's just trying to prepare for that.
Oh, yeah.
As
He's
much
like,
as
oh,
he
please,
can.
no.
How do you brace yourself for a punch from a guy with an Infinity Stone?
Right.
You know what? It's so funny. Think about the Iron Man armor. Like in Phase 1, the Iron Man armor seemed so invincible, and now it's just.
I feel like it's always just being destroyed.
It's just destroyed.
It's like, yeah, you can afford it.
Maybe that's Tony Stark's conscious going like, you know. Well, I don't want to have that too destructive of weapon of mass destruction.
Hey, it's just like it's like modern day technology. You have a good model that lasts a long time, but then each consecutive model lasts less and less and less and less.
Dude, starting with like Iron Man 3, I really hated the costume.
Well, dude, and then you know, there's the shot where you see Thanos just like body slam Spider-Man. I'm like, dude, that's a kid.
Yeah,
Thanos has no chill.
He doesn't.
Well, that was in the comics. I remember that.
Yeah.
Except it wasn't Thanos. It was like a female version of him he created.
Yeah.
That body slam Spider-Man. That shot where the Hulk crashed in the Sanctum. That's in the comics too, except it's Silver Surfer.
Dude, and yeah. And then Spider-Man's suit is amazing. I feel like it's kind of like the Iron Spider suit, but not really.
I never liked the Iron Spider suit. It just was so like, oh, clearly it's just an Iron Man suit.
Well, I like that they teased it at the end of Homecoming, and now it's like, okay, now you get to see it in action a little bit.
It's like Marvel plans ahead or something.
Yeah, it's like they actually like think things through.
All right,
think things out.
One of my favorite lines in the trailer, and I'm gonna mess it up, or like when Thanos is like, you know, you'll know when you're right, and then you lose it all, or something like that.
Yeah.
It was a great. I mean, you know, again, we've had this problem with some villains or some of the characters where they sound great in the trailer, and then they kind of.
I love the
lead into something else, but I think Thanos could be something special.
I love the way they like had that little laugh in there. I don't know if you noticed that. I was like, oh my god, that makes it seem so much creepier. But no, like I felt like there was a sense of dread throughout the whole trailer. Like, we're not playing around here. Like each of the characters, like there's weight here because you care about the characters, and you feel like shit's gonna happen, get real here.
It's a monumental event that we built. I remember seeing Iron Man 1. You know, when I was in 8th grade, you know, and then like to think like 10 years later, I'll be seeing him again, but like with a whole universe of characters fighting on the big screen.
Even just back then, like seeing Nick Fury,
that was it.
Tony Stark in the Incredible Hulk was like,
and I didn't believe it
even
until
that
like
seemed like
2011 when they had like, you know, all that other stuff happen.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, I think Infinity War is going to be an awesome movie. Probably will be the biggest movie of the year. And it's only coming out in May, so...
Man, it's going to be huge when it releases. I mean, it's going to be like an event.
Yeah.
It will be one of the biggest movies of all time.
I pray for the souls who are going to sit through that Marvel marathon. You know it's going to happen. Someone's going to sit through every single Marvel movie in theaters.
You know what's crazy is you could almost watch one MCU movie a month for a year, and you'd basically, like, watch, you know...
Yeah.
You'd be by, like... Infinity War would be by like October or something, like, you know. But then it's crazy. Like Avengers 4 is still coming after this.
Yeah, and that's gonna add in Captain Marvel,
yeah.
possibly Ant-Man and the Wasp.
So it's only going to get bigger after this, man.
And then, of course, we're going to have the Inhumans movie, right?
No. Don't talk to me about that.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm trying to think of anything else in the trailer.
Vision may probably die.
Oh, yeah. You know what, though? I feel like because we're expecting him to die,
everyone's expecting
a lot of it's misdirection. I feel like the scene of him human is probably what happens afterwards.
Maybe.
Because we're not going to expect it.
You see, but that's the thing, though, is like it still looks like he has the gem in his head during that.
He doesn't really... I don't think he even needs the gem to survive. It's just kind of like...
Could he lose his powers?
Possibly, or at least the laser. But I feel like they could easily like swap it out for something else. I mean, Tony's got 100. Remember that scene in Spider-Man: Homecoming when like they're shipping like a crate full of arc reactors?
Right. Yeah.
And you're like, hey, why don't you just put that in his forehead?
Yeah.
Except that might not fit. But
that would be a little weird, but
we'll
figure.
That'd actually be funny having a big arc reactor on his forehead.
I like how there seems to be like two groups of Avengers in this movie.
Yeah.
Because it looks like in Wakanda you have like Captain America, Falcon, Bucky, Black Widow together with like Black Panther and the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
But then it looks like Iron Man and Doctor Strange are off like with Spider-Man and the Guardians and Thor probably.
Right.
I kind of like that. It's a smart way to like,
say, yeah, we're not going to do the big money shot until the next one probably. Right. So or we're going to save it. Or they're going to save it for the end and you're going to get that shot that it's going to be everyone's screen cap for the next 20 years.
Uh-huh. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I wonder if the Russo brothers, as soon as they said they're going to do this, they're like, all right, someone get the concept artist. Let's draw up that scene. Because we're definitely going to do it.
Andy Park on it.
With the Wakanda scene, like, do you think that they're fighting the Outriders off to protect the Soul Stone?
Possibly.
Do you think that's what's going on?
I mean, I feel like it's a little, it's one of those things, like, one thing I always say with the Star Wars trailers is I can never really tell what's going on. Like, I can't, like, say, okay, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. But here I can kind of say, it kind of makes me feel like I can predict what's going to happen in Black Panther, what maybe possibly a twist is going to be. Because I didn't expect the Infinity Stone to pop up in Doctor Strange, but one did.
Yeah.
See, because I'm thinking almost like, it looks like the big climactic fight takes place in Wakanda. And I'm thinking... it looks like Thanos doesn't have all the stones in this movie.
Right.
So it would...
He's probably going to have 3 total.
Yeah, so, like, it would be really intense if, like, they're trying to, like, protect the last stone or whatever.
I feel like the last stone...
if he has most of them by that point.
I feel like the last stone will be the reality stone. Just because it's like, hey, if he gets his hands on this, we're all screwed.
Right. Yeah. Dude, that would be crazy if the movie ends like the comic.
Yeah. Well, wait.
Kind of.
What, like, Thanos is a farmer?
Like Thanos is a farmer.
I kind of want to see that now.
Infinity Farms remembers.
Oh boy. So final thoughts, Andrew?
I mean, I loved it. It's a great trailer because it gets you excited without showing too much, but just enough to really show, like, yeah, this is the big like team up movie that Marvel's been teasing for forever now.
Right.
And yeah, I'm just excited to see all the characters together. I want to see how Thanos like wrecks everything.
Yeah.
Joey?
Well, I gotta say, I was a skeptic. After Doctor Strange came out, I wasn't the biggest fan of that, and I'm like, oh, great.
You watch your mouth.
I'm not, no. It had some cool stuff, but anyway, this year Marvel really won me back with especially Guardians Volume 2, which I'd say is my favorite MCU movie to date, Thor Ragnarok, and I even was kind of surprised by Spider-Man Homecoming. So I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what Marvel does next with this stuff. I'm
kind of curious what it's going to be like for Ant-Man and the Wasp, because it's going to be like, okay, what do you guys got?
Yeah.
It's like after such a big epic, story, you're going to go right to Ant-Man and the Wasp fighting a female ghost.
See, that's kind of what I like, though, is the fact that you can have this huge epic, like, Infinity War, and then just show, like, another part of the universe where it's just...
Yeah, it's kind of like...
someone pulling off a heist or something.
It's like, Guardians Volume 2, and then you go to Spider-Man Homecoming, and then Thor Ragnarok, and then you're going to Black Panther.
Or connecting with Age of Ultron. After Age of Ultron, we got Ant-Man.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. Which I loved. I think Ant-Man's a great movie.
But, yeah, but actually, I just want to see now where Ant-Man is like tiny and he just takes off one of the stones.
I really
it's
hope,
it's like Thanos is about to kill someone and then he's like, wait, what?
Now that you mention it,
it's
I can see that happen.
It's like Falcon's like, I know a guy, and like Thanos is about to kill them and he's like, wait, where are the stones? No, it's like that Coca-Cola commercial with the Hulk and Ant-Man, except it's with he's rolling around the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I will say this. It's kind of interesting.
No. If they do this, they repeat like Civil War, where they have like Hawkeye shoots the arrow.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Yo, Giant Man just picks up Thanos.
No, it's a role reversal where he's Giant Man and Thanos is on him, like ripping out wires.
Oh my god!
It's like who's speaking right now? You're doomed.
Anybody got any orange slices?
Oh
Get this man some orange slices.
Then the Fantastic Four show up. Hey guys.
Oh, if only.
Yeah. Someday. I'll just give it about $5 billion. Give Disney about $5 billion and they'll get it.
You know what though? Because I thought about it. You know, it's interesting that in between Infinity War and Avengers 4, we have Ant-Man and the Wasp and Captain Marvel. Mm-hmm. And as far as we know, it sounds like both of them are going to deal with like the multiverse and stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder if one of the stones somehow affects the two.
You think like reality?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, Spider-Man dies.
And maybe that's how,
and we get Miles Morales in there.
Dude,
just
honestly,
like, this is our Spider-Man now.
Can I just say, if Infinity War ends, where all the Avengers die like the comic book, and Thanos wins, leaving it on a huge cliffhanger, that would be the ballsiest, like, boldest thing I've ever seen in a comic book movie.
It's just Ant-Man going, hello?
Dude,
where'd everybody go?
That would be amazing. Like,
Where'd everybody go?
Right, this is like a post-Infinity War world where
it's like
Avengers
like,
shit, I'm the only one left.
the Ant-Man strikes, Ant-Man returns.
Yeah.
It's like all the superheroes have disappeared, and it's just Ant-Man. It's just a big, burly Ant-Man.
No, now
the fate of the world will rest on Scott Lang.
No, the line, just quoting Dark Knight Returns, we've always been criminals.
It's like, well, for Ant-Man, it was true.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, we're all criminals, Tony.
I was just imagining, what's his face from Dark Knight Returns, who played him, Peter Welker.
Oh yeah, Peter Weller.
RoboCop?
My bad. Yeah, Peter Weller. As Ant-Man.
Wow. What? I kind of want to see that now. Or reprising his role from Star Trek Into Darkness.
You're coming with me. Says that the Thanos.
Well, with Gifford's unique interpretation of RoboCop over with, I'll just say I'm hyped for it. Of course, we're all gonna go see it. Even if you don't like these movies, you're gonna go see it.
You know what? Like, that's the thing with Infinity War, man, is like, it's such a big... I don't want to say it's gonna be like Avatar, but it's the type of movie where, like, it's been built up for so many years. I feel like there's something for everyone, and everyone's gonna feel like, maybe I should check this out, even if they're not, a Marvel fan, even if they're just a casual moviegoer.
I mean, it's been built up for 10 years, and I feel like, you say built up for 10 years, it's technically a little less, because technically it's built up, with Avengers.
Right.
But, people were like, oh my god, Avengers, it's revolutionary, we gotta go see this. Mm-hmm. Age of Ultron, people could kind of tell, it's just an Avengers sequel. But for this, it's like, we're back. This is an event.
Well, because I do remember with Avengers 1, because, like, I remember people who weren't fans of the other movies, watching it, like, back trailers back in high school, they were like, holy cow, all these people are together, this is seriously a movie? And that was kind of like, the gimmick was, like, really helped sell the movie. And it was a good movie, too, but...
At this point, the Marvel machine, like, can't stop. I mean, if they can make 2 movies with a talking tree and a talking raccoon, and make that not only hilarious, but actually thought-provoking...
Emotionally compelling.
A movie with, a former wrestler in all makeup actually making you cry, then I think Marvel cannot stop, and they are a juggernaut, but we can't use the word juggernaut because that's affiliated with the other guys. Well, for now.
Fox copyrights our video. No!
Anyway, guys, I think this is a great discussion.
This was a successful video.
Very, had a lot of fun talking about this.
And until next time.
I really got the fanboy.
We can't explain that.
I don't know. We had fun. Adios.
All right.